So I'm at Radio Wasteland Records, and it's really windy. As you can see, this is going to give me a bad hair day. But this is in my hometown. This is Midland, Michigan, and I haven't done a store tour in here in quite some time. So I thought, let's do this. And a lot of it's because on the podcast that I do with the owner here, Jim Gleason, two guys talking about records. We talked about dollar bins this week, and I thought, well, we're going to do the dollar bin. You can see what they have in here, but also what else he has. It's a great store, and I absolutely love it. Takes care of his customers, and just does a great job. So let's go and take a look. Okay, Radio Wasteland Records. So they were next door. There was a smaller shop, and then a few years back they moved into here, and now they got like 3 different rooms. Nice. Jim, how long have you been open?
Since 2017.
2017, okay.
On 7 years now, January.
Wow. Maria Osmond. What does your normal clientele kind of buy? Basically more of that classic rock?
We're more of a classic rock, although we do get some folks coming in looking for indie stuff when we do get it, but pretty much heavy classic rock.
Heavy classic rock, except once in a while someone wants punk.
Well, you're the exception. But no, we do punk.
Yeah, it sells. It sells.
We pride ourselves on not having a whole huge lot of stuff, but a lot of little bits.
Yep. Got a lot of cool soul that came in, that Solomon Burke and stuff.
Well, that's what we do. I mean, each week we'll put a little bit of a different theme each week. So if I've got a bunch of psych rock, we'll put that all in one drop on Friday. In this case, it was blues and soul.
Yeah.
Last week.
And Korean.
Yeah. Apparently.
There you go. That's a good one. That's an excellent album. Top notch. Psych. That one might make my top for the year 1988 I'm working on. It's the Beavis Franz. I like that one. That's from the Bill Young collection.
It is.
I gave it to him. Very nice. And there it is, in case you're looking, we do have Chu Ja Kim. So there's the new releases, and that's what comes in. All right. This is where the good stuff is. This is where it costs me. Would you say you had like 3 people wanted to bring in collections today?
Not so much collections as in small handfuls of stuff.
Small hand, okay.
I had 2 calls. One person brought in 3 crates, about 150, and then 2 different trades of about 10 each.
Okay.
So it's a daily thing when stuff comes through the door. It's just a matter of trying to get the good stuff to come through the door.
Yes. Yeah, there's only so much of the other stuff. That Lords of Acids had me looking dust. The rods, haven't heard of them. All right, so that's for all the heavy hard rock people. And this is filled with interesting things.
Thanks.
You still got the Nico album here, okay.
Save it for you.
Yeah.
We do our best to research all that stuff.
Yes, you do, and I will say the prices are always very well. It's very well priced.
Well, I have to start thinking twice about the Discogs prices.
Yeah. Well, as we talked about that Discogs, it's getting kind of inflated because of their fees, and that's what we all use. Some good stuff in here. Boston,
From that still.
oh, is it still from the famous punk? Wow.
From the remnants.
Yeah. A few years ago, Jim got a big punk collection that I jumped all over. So, still a few items that I didn't pick up. Unbelievable. Just some idea. Houston.
There's some surprising things in there. Why would they be worth as much as they are? But
Yeah. And sometimes people know what it is, and sometimes they don't know. Yeah, I know I've listened to a number of these and decide if I wanted them or not, but some really nice stuff. And then there's Buddy Varga.
yeah, not even an expensive one, but collectible because.
Yeah.
It's autographed.
Yes. Oh, Buddy Varga is autographed. Well, now that's cool. Well, if you like Buddy Varga, I guess I wouldn't. Look at that one. Wow.
I think I've got two from X-Mile.
Yeah, I saw the other one. Yep. I don't think we've played that one yet.
Heavier, almost industrial, I think.
Okay. Very nice. All right, one more bin, and then we're going to still do the dollar bins here. Look at that.
Moondog.
Yep. We've played. I couldn't get into Moondog.
It's tough. It makes cat and beef hearts inaccessible.
Look at that. Wow, original poster.
And that's a tough one there.
Okay.
Kenny, but it's MoFi.
Ah, yes, it is. It is.
Those are $2 records, and he's
Until it goes MoFi. Isn't that something, you know, if they did, well, you know what, he was popular, so people probably, you know, would buy that. You know, after he passed, I was in here and that people came in wanted to buy music from him. Yep. It's about the memories. The cockfight. Okay.
I think is that Archie Campbell?
Yep.
Hee Haw?
I don't know where he's. And you know what? Hee Haw was on, and I tried to not watch it as much as humanly possible. When you live in Nebraska, it's kind of a big deal, but not for me.
You filmed that cornfield scene in your back.
Yeah, I was trying to be a big city slicker, so just some really interesting things in here. This is the bin that keeps me busy. Okay. You had some new stuff back behind there.
I'd like to try to put some goodies up.
Rival. So yeah, okay, yeah, the rival.
Rival Sons.
Rival Sons, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the Billy Bragg. Is that a new?
Yes.
Okay.
That showed up a couple weeks ago.
All right. That's Jim's personal stuff that he won't sell me. So we got a Michigan Rock here.
Oh, the Christmas one out.
Yeah, and the Christmas went out. Well, it's got to. It's just that time. Soundtracks. Jazz. Really nice selection of jazz in here. Blues. Miscellaneous punk that I always digging into. And country.
Not a lot of folks have country bins either dedicated, I think.
True, no, you don't. You don't see much of that. Some classical. And this is the dollar bins. And Jim at times will run this 3 for $1. Or he puts them in a bag. Was it 10 records for $5?
10 records for $1.
10 records for $1. He'll come in here for the mystery bags. 10 records in here for $1. And once in a while he puts in a record that actually has there's nice value to it. So, but a lot of dollar. And this gets well shopped, very well shopped. But you don't find dollar bins in a lot of places. And you know, we talked about that. And look, oh, there's a great Barbra Streisand album. Her and that Barry Gibb guy. Wow. Oh, I can get plenty of them. Okay, so Barbara's not too big. As we talked about in the podcast, 2 guys talking about records, if you listen to it on Sunday, you know, we discussed dollar bins and how a lot of them are $5 bins now, and they're becoming less and less. You just don't see them out there that much. But there's plenty here. And yeah, I mean, you're going to get what you get. I mean, but there's a lot of stuff. And I do see, especially, you know, like kids in here. Everyone comes in here looking for stuff and seeing what you can find. Bill Cosby, what more can you ask for there? All right, we'll just do another one. Grand Funk, Dan Fogelberg, First Family. Who doesn't have that one? What record store? Simon Garfunkel. Just Garfunkel, sorry, no Simon allowed. So there's quite a bit. Plenty. I got Bobby Goldsboro to go around just in case. You can get your Bobby Goldsboro collection in for $1. So really nice. It's on the bottom. If you love digging, there's plenty of digging that you can do in here. So, and that was some original art. So a guy sent you that, right?
Yep. Yep. Customer is letting us display it.
Okay, he's letting you display. Yeah. Very nice. Very cool. All right, so there we got Radio Wasteland. And there's the guy from 2 Guys Talking About Records. He's the one that sounds intelligent. I call him the quarterback. So that's Radio Wasteland. That's my local record store. That's the place where I spend a lot of money, more than my wife would like me to spend there. But he does get in some really good collections. And I have just been able to get some incredible good albums there. And he does, and they're at decent prices. So, yeah, I'm very lucky to have that kind of store. Very close by, and of course that's where I go when we do our podcast, 2 Guys Talking About Records. Jim's a great guy, very fair with people when they come in to sell. If you can buy, you know, you can't always buy every collection though, and let's face it, a lot of people just bring in stuff. Vinyl's hot, it must be good. Well, it's not, but all of you know that. You've seen that. just go to the antique mall. You can find that out. So now, though, I'm going to show you some albums that I brought back into my collection here. Yeah. So the first one. That's, you can't really see it. That's Jethro Tull, Best of Jethro Tull, MU. Best of Jethro Tull. I had this one many years ago, and I loved it. I mean, it's a greatest hits, so I'm a sucker for greatest hits. I absolutely adore greatest hits albums because I can listen to this and I will like every single song. There's not one that makes me go, yeah, you know what? It's fantastic. You can sing along to them all, and this is dirt cheap to get. It doesn't cost a lot, so I got this, and I'm entering into Discogs now. Let's go on. This is something you know you're a collector when you do this. I enter this into Discogs, and I'm looking, and I notice, well, the one I used to had a raised cover. So I look at that, find it, and it says there's a poster. Ah, yes. So I went and ordered me a second one because I wanted the poster. Now, this is the raised embossed cover, okay? Yeah, like you can run, hey, it's white, it's on a camera, I really can't tell. Well, it is, you know. I can close my eyes and look at that, it's like Braille almost. But, yeah, I bought it just for this. But I will tell you this. This was on my wall when I was in high school. I adored this. I mean, I just looked and stared at this, and I'd say, what are they eating? They're having wine. I knew every member of the group. It was this is like one of my all-time favorite groups. It still is a favorite group. It's gone down. It's not as high as it used to be, but this was just great. And I thought, I forgot about this because it had been sitting on walls. It wasn't like it was in my old album. So I had to go on to Discogs, and I found the one with a raised, embossed cover and bought that. Now, look how clean this one. This is so clean. It doesn't have that. This one does. It has some ring wear on there. It's a little dirtier. So, not as good shape of a cover. But I got a poster. So, and they're actually about the same price. They're both dirt cheap, but that's what a collector does. I want the poster. I'll just buy a second album. Oh, yep, got it. All right. We got issues, folks. That's the way it is. All right, I brought this one in. Had to order it. Hadn't seen it. Been wanting it. Traveling Wilburys. And it came out, it was in 1988, I believe. I remember when this, when this came out, this was an exciting album to get. It was so much fun to see all these people. This album really got me into Roy Orbison. You know, Roy Orbison to me was just this old guy that wore sunglasses. For the longest time, I thought Roy Orbison was blind. He mustn't be able to see those awful dark glasses. Him and Jose Feliciano and Ray Charles, all those guys that can't see, but man, can they sing well. Well, I guess Roy Orbison wasn't blind, just didn't like all the lights. So, those are things you learn later in life. But, so when this came out, I go, God, I really like that voice. And Roy Orbison put out that Mystery Girl album in the late 80s. Love that album. It's actually my favorite Roy Orbison album. Probably the only one I have. I would like to get greatest hits. That's all I need, just the greatest hits. But this is wonderful. The Wilburys there, Amy, it's just fun. It's just all good songs. I didn't think their next one was nearly as good as this one. This is just more spontaneous. It seems just more, we're having a lot of fun instead of, let's just try and do this again. And of course, the big hit, Handle with Care. You know, kind of sad now when you think about, you know, three of the five are gone. They've been gone a very long time now. So, wonderful stuff. I had this come in. This is another one of those, well, you're probably a collector. I had pre-ordered this a long time ago. They were out. And, you know, it's one of those things, maybe a year ago or so, I totally forgot about it, and suddenly there it is. Now, I had bought a music on vinyl version of this one already, and now this one pops in. And you know, I didn't order this, did I? And I go, oh yeah, that was a pre-order.
many, many years ago. I mean, what a great album. Use Me is my all-time favorite Bill Withers song. And I didn't know he even did that for many years until I was watching a movie and go, man, who does this song? And I put it up and let's find out it's Bill Withers. And I went out and had to get that album. But it's just killer album. Really nice. So, you know, I still enjoy the MoFi. Well, you've seen what a MoFi label looks like. No big deal. But, yeah, you can't go wrong with this album. It's just so much fun. And what a voice. And then this was on a really good price. I got this super cheap. MoFi Super Vinyl. Miles Davis 7 Steps. I have this in regular, in a just a more of a repress. It's not an original, and it wasn't in great shape. And this was on, it was at a very low price, so I grabbed it. You know, it's Miles Davis, and how could I go wrong? So again, I had it, but this was much better. And the other one, you know, I don't know. I may not even keep it. I haven't even opened this one up yet, though. So, wonderful things. Steps of Heaven. Just super phenomenal. This is his quieter. This is his, you know, on here, you know, Herbie Hancock's on there, Anthony Williams on Carter. It's before the electric era, but it's that really great quintet that he had. That was just very, very good. So, great stuff. Super happy to have that. And that's what we brought back in. I have a few other things, but I'm trying to keep this shorter. So, that's all I got. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and we'll show some more brand new music. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your week.